I am Pat Nash. Wow, I get to come and talk to the family.
You thought I was M.I. Crooked letter, missing you. But I'm really P.I. Crooked letter, piss with you. To think I used to be so in love with you. I lost my senses, didn't know what to do.
And welcome to Live Sunday Night. You just landed on the Pat Nash Talks, where we have conversations straight from the heart. Speaking of heart, we also have these beautiful soul ties, the Southern kind. So this show's title is Southern Soul Ties, and it kind of, you talk about soul ties all the time, and a lot of times in negative format. But I wanted to talk about the ties that bind us in soul, Southern soul music, and so I had some of the best people we know that can talk about this, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves, but I'm going to tell you quickly how I met them. Of course, the fabulous producer of mine, Sister Angee Coman Scott, met these beautiful people at a different event and said, "Oh my gosh, we're getting ready to do a Southern Soul concert. You guys should talk to Pat." And so now we're family. They're stuck with me, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. And when they do, I'll show you some of the stuff that they do. But we're going to jump right into it. And I'm going to let this beautiful couple introduce themselves. Tell us who your names, kind of what you do, and where you from.
All right. I'm JoJo Williams, and this is Miss,
Sydeajah, how y'all doing?
and we're the owner of Moving Inside Entertainment, which the umbrella of our Just Joe Records and
Southern
uh,
Soul Music Magazine.
Some Soul
Yeah.
Music Magazine and Just Joe Production. A lot of stuff that we do from filming, comedy,
Music.
music, and magazine, and books, and we just do a lot of stuff out there. I have been doing it for 30 years, 35 years plus, and my beautiful wife has been doing it for
This is about the fifth year now in the
fifth year.
business. Yeah.
Yeah, fifth year. I'm from a small town called Johnson, South Carolina. And South Carolina, a lot of people don't want to know where that at. It's probably 30 miles from Augusta, 30 miles from
Okay.
Columbia, and 30
Yes.
miles from Greenville. We're right in the middle.
Yeah.
Right
And
there in the middle.
Right in the middle. And I'm from St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands, but I've been here for about 10, 11 years now.
yeah,
Okay.
10 years, yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Welcome, and I'm loving the way y'all are finishing each other's sentences. You guys, you can tell they're married. They're finishing each other's sentences. Like he'll say something, she'll pick up, and then vice versa. I love it. Everybody who watches my show knows I love love. I love how love works when it works together and it works well. I love it. They say one could put 1,000 to flight, but you could probably finish this better than me. And two can put tens of thousands to flight.
I know.
That's the
Yeah.
power of unity and synergy. So I'm so honored to have you guys on, and so grateful that you said you would come. You guys, they mentioned music. They mentioned magazines. I have two of them here, two copies. I don't think you could see it of
Okay.
their Southern Soul Music magazine, and I'm excited for them because this Southern Soul music is taking off. And I found out that one of the popular songs that are out there right now, you guys that have to see Sydeajah, she is also an artist. I'm loving it. And we're going to talk about that later because I already told I had to come up with a dance and learn it to her music. But one of the popular songs out there right now, Boots on the Ground, like everybody's talking about it. You guys, that's Southern Soul. If you didn't know what genre that was, that is what you call Southern Soul, and it is growing and getting the attention it demands finally, incredibly well, and I'm loving it. I'm excited about it. I'll show you later. There's a Southern Soul concert coming to my hometown, which I'm tickled about. Renata Carr with True Goddess Entertainment is bringing it. But these two right here could just talk to us a little bit about what Southern Soul is and their experience with it, and the wonderful people they know that are making this genre pop and making people take notice and see that they're here to stay and they're going to be topping some of the charts on these award shows. So I'm not going to keep going on and on and on. I'm gonna let I'm gonna let Sydeajah and JoJo tell us a little bit about this music phenomenon called Southern Soul. So y'all tell us where it came from.
Well, it's simple. Southern Soul is a blend. I call it the perfect blend. And when you look at blues, gospel, and R&B, and like you said, a little early country, everything just rolled up in one. To me, Southern Soul. um, from the Bobby Rushes, all the old school, TK Soul, Sir Charles, all them old. I love giving homage to them because they really pushing for a lot of years with no category.
Mm-hmm.
Called
Mm-hmm.
it soul, but a lot of people call it blues. They called it sound like gospel. But
Mm-hmm.
because me, Fred 803 Fred, we call him Dub. Okay, but because of boots on the ground, it really opened a lot of eyes out to the genre. So now we able to talk about it a lot more in depth because now
Yeah.
we're talking to the Grammys, trying to get its own section in the Grammys and all this kind of stuff. But it's been here forever. It has been here forever, but it just sometimes it just take that light switch, one light
Yeah.
switch to cut it on, and
Yeah.
that's why I think Dub, well, 803 Fresh for doing with boots on the ground. He making it go global, and that's what's so great about it.
Yeah, when we started this magazine, we had no idea that Southern Soul was as big as it is. I mean, we were thinking it's just the Southeast region and, South Carolina, Georgia, that kind of thing. But when we started getting in contact, well, a lot of artists started getting in contact with us when we would go to these shows and observe, rub elbows, meet these artists, and we found out they weren't getting the flowers like they deserve. We said, well, we got to do something. We got to put all this information in a magazine, even the history of Southern Soul, and put it together where people can physically read and find out about their favorite artists or find out about new artists, because there's so many new artists out there as well.
Mm-hmm.
But this thing is growing from north, east, south, west. I mean, Southern Soul is everywhere, and it's amazing.
Yeah, and what we love, I think what Babe said is real good. It reached from Philadelphia to California, Texas,
Mm-hmm.
Florida. I mean, it's all over. We have every day little rigging, I mean, tens and tens of new artists. Some artists, I mean, one thing about Southern Soul, a lot of them be trying to have the same name. I call the queen of Southern Soul is Miss, what's the name?
The Princess
The
of
Princess, yeah. West Love.
West Love, yeah.
I called Weston and her manager on the phone because we had got another young lady sent her stuff in, calling herself the princess. And I called him. I said, "Now, who is the real princess of Southern Soul?" And he said, "Well, Joe, whatever they send you, just put it in there because you never know what's gonna happen."
Yeah, so it's up to them to prove that title. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And we got to give homage to Westlove as a female. Her and Nelly Travis, they really has brought it out. You got the Mika Mikas, you got the LJs out there with women,
Yeah.
and it just we loving them. Uh, like they said, we love giving their flowers while they living and not when they gone. Because we do have parts in the magazine where we always every month talk about someone who passed, and or talk about the history and sort of. So in every magazine issue each month. But
Yes.
the problem that I mean, ain't no problem, but I love the most is just being able to talk about the new ones who's coming in that crown, like your lady
So
right now.
so your magazine mostly highlights new artists that are coming out. Is that what you're
Uh,
saying?
But
no,
it highlights everybody in
everybody.
Southern Soul, from the
Everybody.
promoters, DJs, old artists, older artists, new artists, everybody. It covers everybody. Everybody sent whoever sends their information in, we read it, proof it, and put it in the magazine because we want to make sure we give everybody their
And
flowers.
the truth.
Yeah.
And the truth.
Hmm.
That's important too, right?
Yeah, the truth. Yeah.
So the cool part is, but what I love that you said is you saw a need. People don't understand what this is. And it's like, well, let's get a magazine out. So hopefully people can pull this magazine and get some history, get introduced to different artists and showcased and highlighted. And another thing I like about Southern Soul, I like to dance. And something about it makes me want to move. It's like, oh, this feels good. It might be that gospel sound in the background, or I don't know, the beat of R&B. I don't know. I've never been a big country fan, but it's something about it that makes me want to dance. And so, Sydeajah, I understand you're an artist.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there is a song you have. I'm trying to think of the name of it.
Was it? Did it have the video? Was it Crooked Letters?
Yes.
Crooked Letters.
I
Yeah.
said, yeah. So I know you dance to it, but
Mhm.
is there a line dance to that song yet?
So there is a line dance. Well, there's two different dances. There's the simplified line dance version that we haven't been pushing as much as the more complicated choreographed version that's seen in the video. That we have that challenge going on TikTok. But there is two versions. So we'll make sure we get you the line dance versions. Yeah.
The kind that we do, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Southern Soul, you know.
Yes, I need,
Yeah.
yes, I need
Mhm.
that. Because I want to, when we do this concert coming to my
Mhm.
hometown, I want to play that song and dance to it and be
Okay.
like, "Hey, I know her. Let's dance to the song." And so this is my way of saying and going forward to putting different artists out. I have someone managing my YouTube station, and I have just been ignoring it, and now it's just going to blow up because I'm focusing my attention there. So you guys go to my YouTube page, Pat Nash Talks, and like it. I mean, subscribe to it because I'm gonna start highlighting different artists on that page, just
Yeah.
sharing their music so people can be exposed to it. And hopefully, even in the body of that, giving a little background on those artists. Because right now it's all talk. And I
Right.
notice dance and music, all people of all nationalities love that. And
Yes.
so, and I love to dance. So they just got to see this old girl out there dancing and getting all this stuff down. So, do y'all own cowboy boots?
Yes.
Yes, we got some. We had hats too. I don't know where we put the hats, but we got our boots.
Well,
We got our boots.
we good friends with a lot of these artists. So the great part about it, a lot of them when they doing a music video, they call me and the wife. I know because she's beautiful, they want to make sure she in there. You know,
She
just for my.
is.
So so a lot of them we be in a music video. So we just go and have fun with a lot of them.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I plan to make sure people know where you guys are and what you're doing and all of that. I'm so glad that we met. Like I said, shout out to Angie for putting us together
Oh yeah.
because I was sitting here trying to figure out all the music that I love. What am I going to put on this channel? Because I really literally just started managing it, right? Because I'm so busy on other social media platforms and now started speaking. So he's like, my manager's like, okay, so I have a lot of reggae. I have a lot of access to other artists in that area, and I'm like, I think I want to do Southern soul music. And here I am thinking there's not a lot of it out there, but now that I think about it, you guys mentioned Sir.
So Charles.
What's his Sir
Sir Charles.
Charles? I never even thought of him as a Southern soul artist. Isn't
Oh
that
yeah.
crazy? I
And
don't
now
know what I.
his
Yeah,
daughter performing now.
really.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I'm gonna count on y'all. I'm gonna be harassing y'all. Be like, okay, send me some music. Send me some music. Who do I need to highlight? So if you guys are watching this, you have one job to do. Well, maybe three. You want to like it. You want to share it, and subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Pat Nash Talks. And if you're interested in being a guest on this show or coaching, or you want me to show up and speak to your team of people, hit me up on my email that has also been dropped in here and let us know, and we'll make it happen. So, with that being said, I always wish you love, light, peace, and blessings. Good night until next Sunday rolls around again. Good night, everybody.